Breaking first at 4, tense moments for drivers on I-75 after a tanker bursts into flames in Troy. We are live from the scene with the latest. Plus, Vice President Kamala Harris talks voting rights during her first stop in Metro Detroit since taking office. Paula.
Instead of fighting to make minimum wage, how about making a family wage your first day on the job? From car washer to caddy owner. I'll show you how you can be this guy starting as early as Monday.
And Paula, this may be the coolest and driest part of our forecast, even though we do have some rain out there right now. We'll look at how much more we're expecting by the end of tonight, right now. First at 4.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. Breaking first at 4. Both directions of I-75 are closed in Troy after a tanker catches fire. Now, this happened in the northbound lanes of the freeway near Big Beaver Road. I want you to take a look at some cell phone video from a nearby building that captures the huge ball of smoke and fire. Let's get to Sean Lay with a live look at the scene. Sean.
Hey, Karen, good afternoon to you. What a scene it is right now. First and foremost, how is the tanker driver doing? At first, Troy police said he was okay, not injured. Now they've updated that, saying he's at a local hospital being treated for unknown injuries. His condition right now is unknown. That's the driver. We certainly hope he's going to be okay. Take a look right behind me. That's what's left of his tanker once that driver, it seems, scraped up against the dividing wall. And at 1:15 here, his tanker full of fuel went up into an incredible fire. Now watch this as one of our local 4 viewers drove right by just as that tanker started burning.
Oh my gosh, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot.
Absolutely hot. We could feel the heat where we are in the Drury Inn parking lot. Remarkable video from that local 4 viewer telling us it was hot driving past when the tanker went up around 1:15 today. As you said, Karen, northbound I-75, right at that curve at Big Beaver. Our cameras up close all afternoon. Troy firefighters really had their hands full using water, not foam, to try to calm the fire. But 2 hours, 3 hours after the crash, the fire actually got a little bit worse until Troy Fire got a foam truck here. We are told from another department when that foam got on the fire, instantly at 3:20 today, the fire went out. However, as that tanker burned since 1:15, that fire doing untold amounts of damage to both northbound and southbound 75. And I'm told by police that it may be days before this area, 75 in both directions, is open. We hope to get an update from police and fire, Karen, for you and our viewers at 5 o'clock. But right now, that is going to be the scene for quite some time. Structural engineers need to get up there. This is the brand new I-75. They need to know just how damaged it is, just to see if it's safe for drivers to get back up there. Maybe closed for days. Back to you.
All right, we appreciate it, Sean. Some of our viewers actually said they could feel the heat from the nearby buildings. Some very frightening situation there. We'll check back with you later on tonight, Sean. Also breaking, the CDC and FDA are monitoring reports of a possible link between a rare autoimmune disorder and the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. The CDC says it has received around 100 preliminary reports of Guillain-Barré syndrome, and that's out of more than 12.8 million doses administered in the United States. Now, the CDC says while cases are rare, it does likely indicate a small possible risk of the side effect following that single-shot vaccine. The agency says the cases have largely been reported about 2 weeks after vaccination, occurred mostly in men, many aged 50 years and older. CDC says roughly 3,000 to 6,000 people develop Guillain-Barré syndrome each year, and most patients do fully recover. Vice President Kamala Harris makes her first visit to Detroit since taking office. Harris landed in Detroit this afternoon. The vice president was supposed to visit 2 weeks ago, though her trip was postponed because of flooding. First up on her agenda was a voting rights roundtable discussion at the TCF Center.
I do believe that fighting for the right to vote is as American as apple pie. It is so fundamental to fighting for the principles of our democracy. So I applaud them, and it is with that spirit as well that we meet today.
Happening right now, Vice President Harris encouraging vaccinations at a vaccine mobilization event. Later today, she will speak at a Whitmer for Michigan finance event. We'll have more on the vice president's visit when you join us at 5. Representatives from Pfizer are set to meet with federal health officials to discuss the possible need for a COVID-19 booster shot. The meeting comes days after the company, along with its partner BioNTech, announced plans to seek FDA approval for a third shot of their vaccine. Now, here at home, the state's vaccination rate is at 62.2%. Tomorrow, Michigan will get its latest COVID numbers. On Wednesday, we will learn the first winner in the Michigan Shot to Win sweepstakes. The winner will be announced at 2. Detroit Lions announced full capacity at Ford Field for the 2021 football season. Now, you might recall the stadium was not open to the public in 2020. Fans will not be required to show proof of COVID-19 vaccination, nor will they be required to wear a mask inside Ford Field. Visitors who are not vaccinated are still encouraged to wear masks. Single game tickets go on sale July 28th. Time now for our first look at the forecast. Ben is tracking a chance tonight of storms across Metro Detroit. What is that all about?
Yeah, Karen, it's going to be a little bit later. Usually we see most of our storms right now in the peak of the day, but what we've had out there is pretty much just light rain and drizzle here on Storm Tracker 4. We've got more stuff that's been hanging out south of the border, northern Indiana, northern Ohio. You can see thunderstorms there. In fact, this little line north of Fort Wayne may be lifting up just a little bit earlier, but some of the stronger storms remain down here around Lafayette and Kokomo. And those are the ones that are not going to be here until probably closer to 8 o'clock tonight. So until then, a little bit of drizzle, and we'll watch that early line of thunderstorms to see if that has any effect on our forecast. But better chances, stronger storms tomorrow, and the heat is coming back. We'll check that out with more humidity in just a few minutes. Karen?
All right, thank you, Ben. Thousands of Cubans taking to the streets on the island protesting over a lack of freedoms and a worsening economy. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom. And Kim, things are also boiling over among Cubans here in the United States.
They are. And Karen, good afternoon to you. The widespread protests are extremely rare given the country's tight police controls and surveillance on protesters. But people are frustrated, as you said, over the worsening economic crisis and the ongoing pandemic. The street protests in Havana are the biggest anti-government demonstrations on the communist-run island in decades. Worsening conditions, including the third wave of the coronavirus pandemic, a worrying lack of food, medicine, and other basic products are some of the reasons for the protests. They're calling on their president to step down. Officials in South Florida, including Miami's mayor, are calling on President Biden and the international community to help.
We stand united with the Cuban people on the island and all across our own community at this historic moment in the struggle for freedom, dignity, and basic human rights. We stand with them and we pray for their courageous actions to begin to bring about real change and move us closer to a vision of a free Cuba.
Cuba's president took to the airwaves today, denouncing protesters and blaming its woes on the U.S. and its sanctions on the country. He's calling on the army and communist supporters to confront demonstrators. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan tweeted a warning today against targeting peaceful protesters. We'll have more tonight when you join us at 5. Karen, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kim.
Sure.
Right now, there are many job openings out there, but if you are looking for something a little more unconventional that pays well, our Paula Tutman may have the training program for you. She joins us now live from Oakland Community College in Auburn Hills. And Paula, I understand that you do have some friends joining you behind you.
I do have a few friends here, and I got to be honest with you, this really kind of brings out my inner geek, because this is such a cool environment. But this training program brings out an interesting dynamic, because right now we all know that there is a shortage of workers in the retail and the service industries, right? Well, these are the workers who could be sitting out because of those extended unemployment benefits. They're going to start dwindling in September. It's the same pool of people this program is targeting, because what they can do is basically train you up, give you more skills so that you can compete in as simple as saying the word robotics.
I was washing cars because that's the only work I felt like that I could get into.
Take a young man like Hunter Main.
Get really dirty and it'd be hot, and it was a little miserable washing cars, but it wasn't the worst thing I've done.
What was the worst thing you've done?
I would say the worst thing I've done would be, you know what? I lied. It's probably the worst thing I've done.
In his 20s, out of high school, lucky enough to be able to live with his parents, but he found it hard to have grown-up game when you're living with your parents. He heard about this robotics program administered by Oakland County, Michigan Works. All he had to do was sign up, attend classes with the program's partner, Oakland Community College in Auburn Hills. It's geared for underemployed and unemployed, and he found smarts he never even realized he had. Robotics is the future. One of the few professions you can jump into with absolutely no knowledge and experience, just training. And as new classes open up, the $7,000 tuition is actually $0 for qualified students.
It's like a complete 180. I drive a nice car. I am getting married at the end of the year. I live in an apartment right now, but we're saving up to go live into a house.
The most amazing thing that I've seen is people that came in that didn't know precisely what they wanted to do in life and came out of our class through training with a purpose and a vision for their future career.
Just 14 weeks in the OCC Robotics Lab, and you are set on a career path with employers starving to pay you more and treat you right.
It's a big industry. There's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of automation. There's a lot of people out there looking for good quality workers.
Being able to have something of a program like this available helps individuals get retrained, get their skills upgraded, and in this particular case, 14 weeks, and they're ready to go on the job out of this training program.
A new class starts Monday and then another session in September.
This is an opportunity, this program, to grab by the horns, because it could be once in a lifetime. It takes 4 months, and if you really are dedicated to having a different career, something that is a little more fulfilling to you, then don't pass this up, because it's only 4 months, and if you play your cards right, your whole life could change.
Yeah, you know what? I'm so touched by that young man's story, and it's the story of so many people struggling just to make minimum wage. You can actually start your career making $20 an hour. That's a start, and then go all the way up to 5 figures. I mean, it's really that dynamic. Now, again, it is Oakland County, Michigan Works. But Karen, you don't have to be from Oakland County to apply. They've got a new class starting on Monday. I mean, you can have a new lease on life and a new path as early as this Monday, and it doesn't need to cost you anything. It really is an incredible opportunity.
What a great opportunity. In 14 weeks of training, your life can literally change. Great story. Thank you, Paula. Appreciate it. Well, still to come. First at 4. If news of Richard Branson's trip to space has you feeling jealous, you might be able to take your own flight. We've got details on a brand new sweepstakes. But first, a new report sheds light on drowning deaths among children. Find out what age group is at highest risk. Meantime, we are following breaking news. I-75 is closed in Troy after a fuel tanker catches fire. MDOT has closed the southbound lanes at Crooks Road and the northbound lanes at Rochester Road. The cause of the fire unknown. We've got crews working the story. We'll be right back.